A Model 1 B special.
B for Brendan.
Yeah.
Model 1 B for Brendan.
B for
special.
Brendan. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Juan John here with Mr. Rick Turner and the Model 1 B for Brendan.
Special.
Oh, B! And bagel!
And we got a beagle, B for Beagle, back there, who's eating a bagel, who should be sitting on that chair, but he's not.
I'm not even joking about the bagel.
No, he's down there eating a bagel. And now this is a very stripped down, simple, straight ahead, no frills.
No frills.
Feels really nice, by the way. That satin
This
finish.
got the satin finish.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. The whole guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does match your shirt.
Hey, close. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So, I mean, this is about as good as it gets. 2 knobs. You've got volume, obviously. Now
Or no volume.
Right. Now, my favorite thing is when you want to turn it down,
Very smooth. Yeah.
the taper is amazing. That doesn't happen in a lot of instruments. Now, and then you've got also the push-pull knob here.
Right? Humbucker, or you pull it out and you're into single coil mode.
We're in Humbucker now. Single coil, baby. This thing punches. It probably has to do with it. All mahogany body, all mahogany neck.
Ipe fingerboard, and just basic, simple instrument. It's got the preamp in it, 18 volts, which gives you the headroom that
Yep.
you don't normally get with active electronics. We make the tailpiece in-house.
Beautiful.
It's got a roller two-pneumatic bridge. I make the pickups. Those are
Yeah, which is...
my hands.
Yeah, and very consistent. Every pickup I've heard on these guitars are like legit.
It's interesting because I work really hard to get exact turns, very consistent on the DC resistance. When I'm making pickups, I'll do a dozen or 20 north coils, south coils. I'll then measure them all, match them to within. Generally, I'm getting within plus or minus 1%
Right.
of DC resistance, 2% at worst, which is super tight tolerances for electronics.
Gotcha.
So I know what these pickups are going to sound like from one to the next to the next to the next.
That's
the
awesome.
idea.
And super impressive too, because finding pickups that are hand wound are never consistent. They're never the same, but you've got it down to a science, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, my belief there is that when you come up with a formula or a recipe for a pickup and you like it, you want to be able to duplicate that. And if you want something different, rather than depend on it being random, design a different pickup and then learn how to make that
Yeah.
time after time.
And you've got a definite signature sound with all of your guitars.
Yeah.
I mean, they...
Hand wound with pickups, what does that mean? What is a handmade pickup? In some cases, it's people who wish they had an automatic coil winder who don't. And so they're trying to make a special thing out of it, that they're hand guiding the wire. I can hand guide wire, and I do sometimes, and I can do it very consistently, but it doesn't make for a better pickup. You know, for me, the pickups are interesting. There is science in them, and there's art in them. And nobody has adequately been able to explain all of the science of why different pickups sound different. You know, there's a lot of concentrating on the coil, the DC resistance of the coil, or the inductance of the coil, or the magnets. But it's a very complex relationship. The magnetic field is three-dimensional, and it's coming up around the strings. The field strength is different for different types of magnets. When the strings move further away from the coil, the field strength is slightly less, slightly greater. The cross vibration of the string laterally affects the feel differently. The strings actually become magnetic, vibrating over the coils. It's a very complex thing. And a lot of this has not been adequately explained by science. So what you wind up with is a lot of myths, and a lot of the myths are wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I prefer to just say, well, you know, I'm not sure. I don't know. Rather than spin a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
But I do, you know, I've been making magnetic pickups for, it's 50 years now since I first started winding pickups. And then when I started, it was literally by hand. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My wife would come in the door and I'd be up to 930 and she'd say, hey, honey. I go, 940 or 980 or what? You know? So that is hand making pickups, and I've done that. And now I prefer to use an automated winder and know exactly what my recipe for the pickup is and be able to duplicate that.
Yeah.
And if I want a different pickup sound, I'll design a different pickup rather than have one that was supposed to be like that one. Oh, it's different. It must be better.
Right.
No.
That's working smarter, not harder, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's your recipe.
Right.
And
it's my recipe.
in all of your guitars, which have an amazing, wonderful sound, which we should definitely go dirty. Now that is the humbucker side of things, right? Let's
Single coil it.
yeah, why not? Yeah,
A little spankier, you know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now when we get into this here, the tone knob
Yeah.
still is obviously functional. So you can just variations on tones just by utilizing that alone.
And the digital tone controls.
10 digits.
You got 10
baby.
of them.
That's right.
Most people.
That's how I like to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry Garcia only had 9, but what the hell?
Ladies and gentlemen, Juan John here with the Rick Turner Model 1.
Yes, sir.
All mahogany. Mahogany neck, mahogany body. Rick, thank you so much, man.
Great.
Pleasure.
Great, Juan
Absolute
John.
pleasure.
Thanks for playing.
I'm enjoying tremendously getting to know
Great.
you and your guitars, and it's just
Great.
been awesome. Awesome.
You play well with others.
Thank you. I try. Make
Great.
friends. So we're going to be back with more wonderful Rick Turner guitars and more of Rick Turner. These videos have been tremendously informative to me, and I'm sure to all of you guys. So like, subscribe, share with your friends. We are here at the Heartbreaker Lounge. See you next time.